Hi and welcome back to Colour City Liverpool online radio station here at Liverpool Hope University. If you don't know who I am, my name's Mr. Dove Ross Williams, and we're here to talk about an up-and-coming event called MAPFEST, Music Attack Against Poverty, at the Tongue Auditorium on Saturday the 8th of June. And I'm here with three charities that MAPFEST is supporting and raising awareness for, and that is Zoe's Place, An Hour for Others, and Whitechapel. And so today we're going to be just chatting to the three charities about the work they do, the support they might need from a variety of people and city councillors and people that can support them in their journey. So welcome, charities.
Thank you.
Hey. So I'm going to just start with each of you, and then just tell us your name, the organisation you work for, and a brief about what you provide in your organisation. So I'm going to start off with Susie. Over to you.
Hi, Dove.
Hello.
Hi. So I'm Susie Kane. I work as part of the An Hour for Others team, based in Liverpool. So we're in our 10th year now. So I manage our community hub on West Derby Road, which has been an absolute godsend. It's 10 years, we're still babies. An Hour for Others has been growing and growing and growing since day one through an idea. It was basically an idea of Kev's. Everybody's got something to give, and he put the idea out.
Tell us a bit about Kevin Morland, because I know him.
Yes, well, so Kev, he was absolutely sick to death of communities breaking down in all different areas in the city and beyond, and he just said I was part of the issue, because all I was doing was moaning about it myself on socials, expecting somebody to come along with a magic wand, or it was someone else's responsibility to deliver what we all wanted. And he said, listen, if I want to see the change, he said, it's got to come from me. So I've got to be part of that change. So he was a painter and decorator, and he just said, do you know what, if I can paint and decorate somebody's bedroom that's in need, whether that be a child or an elderly person, he said, for nothing.
Hi, and on to the next wonderful charity.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I'm from the Whitechapel Centre.
And Ruth, tell us a bit about the Whitechapel, what it does, and your role, of course. And what adversities you might be facing at the moment. Just some stories that can educate the public.
So Whitechapel has been going for almost 50 years now, which is sad in itself that we've been needed to be here for that long. But so we work with people that are either homeless or at risk of becoming homeless. And we cover mostly Liverpool, but also we have projects around the city region as well. And in the last year, we worked with over 4,000 people.
Wow.
So unfortunately, we are seeing more and more and more people that are coming to us for help. We work with people that are, as I say, at risk of homelessness. So we do a lot of preventative work, but we also have teams that go out on the street and help people that are street homeless as well. And we've got accommodation-based services for families, young people, a whole wide range of different things. So, yeah.
That's really powerful. And what's the staffing structure like? Is there quite a lot of people that actually are employed by Whitechapel?
Yeah, we've grown massively in the last sort of 10 years or so. Originally, we were a couple of buildings, and now we've got, I think, 9 different buildings around the city. And some of our teams are building-based, but some of them, as I say, are sort of literally out on the street.
Remote,
they're out and about all of the time. So each project has got a small team that works specifically. So some will focus on people that are living on the street, but others will focus on families and young people who are homeless. So everybody's got a little bit of a speciality.
I'm going to dig deeper while you're talking. I know, because I've done these before. You don't even mention any names. But can you give us some stories of, impact that has changed a life, or something that's resonated? You're going, wow, I love this job because this is what. And you don't even have to mention a name.
No. I mean, we've got I would say we've got some amazing stories of people that have been, we've got members of staff who have been rough sleepers.
Oh, wow.
We have. So we've who better to help other people that are living that whole experience as well. So people.
So hold
that
on,
have
when
been
you say
through it.
staff, they've
Yeah.
come to Whitechapel, needed somewhere to live, blah blah, and then started working for the Whitechapel at the end of it.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
That's
So we have a
amazing story.
volunteering scheme. So yeah, they'll have gone through the whole receiving help from our services, and then coming back to volunteer with us, and then finally ending up with a
job.
paid job with us. So yeah,
Now
and that's
that
definitely it's a fantastic thing to see people go through that.
that's like a Cinderella story. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And finally, but not least, the next charity.
Hi, I'm Amy and I am from Zoe's Place Baby Hospice in Liverpool. We look after, we provide care, support and respite to babies aged 0 to 5 and of course their families and their siblings as well. Zoe's Place is about the entire family, so
Yeah.
it's about providing respite for families. We look after children with really complex needs, really complex health conditions, which can be really tiring and really hard for families. So we provide that respite. Babies can come to our hospice 2 nights a month and stay and have lots of fun and a great time, which is absolutely fantastic for them, whilst families can go home and just have that much needed respite, spend time with siblings. We also provide lots of health and well-being and kind of holistic support for families as well, and support with counselling and Reiki and things like that for families as well. But we are currently raising £3.5 million for a new home.
Tell the audience. So hold on,
Yeah.
audience there. Yeah, tell the audience about what you're actually going right now with the transition. Yeah, that'd be really great.
So next year we will be 30 years old in Liverpool. And our lease is not being renewed in our current home. So we are having to find somewhere new to live. We've found somewhere new. We've got planning permission is now in with the council. We just need to raise £3.5 million to pay for that building.
3.5 million.
3.5 million for that wonderful hospice, and it's going to be incredible. It is going to be amazing for our families and our children. It's really exciting, and we're going to do it. We're definitely going to do it.
No, you will definitely.
So I really appreciate being here today and the support and just telling as many people as possible about the appeal, because if lots of people give a little, we'll raise a lot very quickly, won't we?
Hence why we're doing this MAPFEST event. It's only a little drop in the ocean, even if we raise a few thousand or whatever it is. Every little helps.
Absolutely.
But being on the social networks and getting it out there, I know has a huge impact.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
I've been, I think, associated and doing stuff with Zoe's Place for quite some time. My favourite time was coming to do It's a Knockout on your field with a variety of different groups. I think it was Miss Liverpool that won, actually.
I'd be rubbish. I definitely wouldn't win on It's a Knockout.
But it was fun at the time. Right, we're going to ask some more questions. So, Susie, if you had a magic wand, and you could wave that magic wand to do something for AFO that would make a big difference, or what you need, what would that be?
Do you know, a magic wand would be to not have to do what we do, but you know, the need is there. My absolute goal and dream would be, based on what my experience is, especially where the hub's concerned, is we should have state-of-the-art hubs. I don't just mean an hour for others. I just mean the facilities should be there in nearly, at least, you know, we've got one on the corner of West Derby.
Yes,
the
been to that one.
impact that's had in 2 years is huge, like, you know, the stories, everything, you know, the results. People just walking by, your vision is there, your visual. And I just think for the impact that's made in such a short time, we should have. And we can only cater for so many people within the hub.
Because it's not that big. Yeah, I've been there.
There should be, we have our kids groups, we have everything that goes on. If we had a bigger, like a huge hub that would facilitate sports and the health and well-being that goes on within our limitations of the hub, and what other people will give us, as in they'll give us boxing space in the boxing academy, for us to have that under one roof in the likes of Knowsley, Liverpool, so everybody can get access to that. You know, that would be the
Let's
absolute
wave the
dream.
magic wand then.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would say. Let's keep trying to wave that wand to bring those things into fruition, Susie.
Absolutely. And I just think it's like, I mean, again, as you've just said, the funding is dead important. It's massive, and it's what keeps us going, and it keeps the light switching on in the hub and stuff, and I get that. But the awareness for me is equally as important. So having an opportunity to speak on here and get the message out for people, that's just as important for me.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
sometimes people might listen and go, oh, I didn't know you'd done that. Or I need that. Or, you know, for all of us, you know, for everybody. So, yeah.
Your speech. Listen, I wanted to tell, because we did an article for you on the newspapers recently, the Echo one. Can you remind the audience, for anyone that's not heard, can you talk about that project? The one about the work you did with, I think, a grandmother that lost.
Yeah.
What was that story
The
again?
grandmother.
And I think,
Yeah, Joe.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was that story?
So anyway, she's adorable. So we got a message through about a lady who just lost her daughter,
That was it.
and it was very, very short illness, and she's really young. She's in her early 30s.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
yeah,
But she left
she had a daughter.
Yep.
Anyway, so her daughter, they lived out of Liverpool area. So then the daughter came and lived with Joe, the granddaughter, Cara, she's beautiful. And so overnight, you know, the bedroom that Keris was then going to take over was Keris's auntie's room before she went to uni. So it was like just a storage room, if you like. So we went in there and because part of what we do is we get businesses involved and stuff like that for our bedroom refurbs and stuff. So we literally tried to turn the bedroom into a place that would make it just not easier, because the poor girl had just lost
That's
her
the
mum.
mum.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me cry.
She's a child.
Oh.
So yeah, we done the bedroom refurb, which was brilliant. Got Keris to do the design. She's just literally on the ball on everything. She was brilliant. She's part of us now. She's been part of an hour. They've all been part of an hour for others, in lots of ways. To be fair, lots of ways. So yeah, they're just a real special
I
family.
think that's kind of story.
And they've had loads of loss after that as well. Like Joe's lost a mum, lost a lovely dad. You know, it just goes on and on and on. But you know, we always say we can't bring people back who people have lost or are losing, but we're here to mind you, and we're there. You know, and that's the biggest thing. And yeah,
that story was amazing. We got it in the Echo, and I think there was a lot of feedback. As you said,
do you know what? Keris is just an outstanding young girl. She really is, for what she's gone through, what she does go
well,
through.
we definitely make sure she comes along to the event and enjoys that.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you the same question, Ruth, about the magic wand.
Oh, I mean, I think it would be something nationally, but more affordable housing. That would be, you know, good quality affordable housing. I think would make everybody, you know, it would help a lot of people to sort of live independently and not. It's just for us. It's that whole lack of being able to help people to move on into accommodation and then live independently. So, but as I say, that's a national issue, not just a Liverpool issue, but that would solve a lot of problems, and it is obviously being talked about a lot at the moment nationally. So yeah, but we've had a long time of very little investment in accommodation, so it's quite a big gap in the system, really.
And the people you house or home and that are homeless, are they across the board of nationalities, poor, rich, or is it, you know, bespoke to just a few?
No, we would say homelessness can happen to absolutely anybody.
Yeah.
We've got people that have been in, you know, careers, happy relationships, and then something happens, and you know, something goes wrong, or you know, relationship breakdown, losing a job, losing that income, families breaking apart. All of those things can leave at least one or two people without that accommodation. So, it absolutely can happen to anybody.
Anyone, and at any time.
Absolutely.
I'm glad.
And it is, you know, how much money have people got saved if they were to have to leave their accommodation? How do you get your next rent deposit? And
So they don't pay no. Sorry. So do they? The housing is free if you do get them an accommodation.
well, it's housing benefits. So yes, we can help people make sure that they've got their benefit claims in place so that they've got housing benefits. So.
And what about the people at homeless that we see on the street sometimes? Do they fall into that same category? Because I sometimes see people sleeping on the street, and I wonder, well, why don't they go? Or is it just because they don't want to?
Sometimes people have got to be ready to come indoors. It can take, once somebody's out on the street, it takes something like 10 days to become acclimatised or accustomed to it. It's then very difficult to come back inside. Quite often if people hit the street, they may not have an addiction when they arrive, but quite quickly people can develop addictions because it's a way of coping with being on the street. So that then creates more things to deal with. And so for us, it's about getting alongside somebody, building a trust and relationship with them so that when they are ready, they know that we're there ready to help. And we will keep offering them support until they're in the right frame of mind and in the right place to be able to say, okay, I'll come indoors. It's much easier to carry on doing what you're doing than to make a big life change, and actually to say, yes, I'll come indoors to a hostel where there might be 50 other people. It's a real, shock to the system. So people have to sort of be in the right place for that.
Oh, I see. I mean, I've questioned that. So, are you saying, Ruth, that some people that are out on the street, it's a choice thing, and they do have a choice if they wanted to come and say, because they say, I'm homeless, can I have some money? Or I'm homeless, but do they need to be homeless? But you just said some people are just for this in outdoor situation where
we would say nobody ever chooses to be homeless. You don't grow up thinking, that's what I want to be when I grow up, is it? So it's not, but it's about dealing with where they are at that particular point in their life, whether it's mental health issues, addiction issues, all of those different things that are going on. People sometimes don't feel that, that they just want that freedom of being of not having responsibility and things like that. So everybody's different and their motivations are different. So it's really, for us, it's just about letting them know that we are there, and when they are ready, that there is help available for them.
Whitechapel doing really great work as well as An Hour for Others. And we haven't left out Zoe's Place, of course not. So if you had a wand, Amy, what would you do with that wand?
Oh, well, right now it would be
I know.
just to raise £3.5 million. Well, actually, we've got to raise about 6 million really, because it costs about 1.7 just to keep the hospice running. So at the moment we're obviously trying to raise 1.7 million pounds to keep the hospice running and to be able to continue our services and support the children and our gorgeous families, but also trying to raise £3.5 million for our new home. So if I had a magic wand, that's exactly what it would be. Somebody please come along and give us all the money that we need to build this new home, and to be able to, be certain and really confident that we can provide all these services in the future, which we will.
And anyone watching at home that doesn't know about, because I was in, I think it's Redcar or Yorkshire, and I think I was talking to Patricia and I was looking at Zoe's Place, and I thought the only one was in Liverpool. But you've got branches in other parts of the...
Yeah, so we do have other hospices, one in Coventry and one in Middlesbrough as well.
Wow. And are they secure, those Zoe's Places?
Yep. So we are the only hospice at the moment raising money for a new home. So that's great. So yeah, they're just continuing to raise money to continue to provide the brilliant services that they do. And
that's one. I'm going to dig deeper a bit with your... I know I don't know how long you've been in post now.
Not very long, only since October. So I started in October.
Since October, what is the most warmest thing that you've witnessed that you think, this is really what Zoe's Place is? And you don't have to mention names. But what?
No, I see it every single day. So I've worked in the charity sector now for a long time. In different charities, national charities and bigger charities. And you don't always see necessarily on a daily basis anyway the impact that you have on people, probably like you guys do daily, but I now see that every single day. I come into the hospice every day, and I mean, when I first started, I did a bit of a shadow day where I spent time in the hospice and I just sat back and just really took in exactly what Zoe's Place is and what it's about and the impact that it has on families that walk through that door. And the relief that parents have when they kind of come in and they've got that kind of support and that hug. And because we are a really small hospice, we are a really small team, you know, there's only three fundraisers within Zoe's Place, and we are a really small hospice. We don't look after hundreds of children a week. We don't.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of makes us so special. So families come in and they say we are like a family. But I'll never forget that day and just feeling that impact of those families and just seeing the love and the care and everything that's just provided for those beautiful children. And Zoe's means life. It's not, Zoe's Place isn't named after a child. It's Greek for life. So
hold on. The word Zoe.
Zoe, yeah, is Greek for life. So I think.
See, and I've known you guys for.
Yeah. So I think, sometimes people can kind of see the word, read the word hospice and think it's going to be a really sad place.
Yeah.
And of course we can have really sad days that impact everybody. But on the whole, the majority of the time within Zoe's Place, it's really happy and it's positive and it's just about creating joyful moments for children and families and siblings and stuff. So so I'm not going to say one particular thing stands out. It's just feeling that every day and seeing it every day and spending time with the children every single day. It makes you realise just how, I'm sure like you guys, you meet people that you support every day and you just,
So today, it's been wonderful having these amazing charities here at Colours, City of Liverpool online radio station. And it is really to promote the event that's coming up, MAPFEST, Music Attack Against Poverty at the Tongue Auditorium on Saturday, the 8th of June. And to close off, what I would like to say is that, can you tell everyone if they want to do any fundraising, come along to the event, your contact details, where they can maybe send money for you guys. So I'm going to start off with you, Susie.
Okay, so we've got quite a number of things coming up at the moment. We have our annual gala. And it's going to be a Christmas ball, in December. Everything is on our website as well. We've got abseiling, we've got the walking up Snowdon in July. We've got lots of different things. We've got a summer festival going on as well in the Isle of Gladstone. All of that's going to be on. Everything is on our website. All of our events are on our website. And how to get involved. So there's two equally important parts is how to get involved, dead easy. Yeah. Just click on it, details comes through to myself, and then I'll get in touch straight away. How to get involved, how to get support. How to get support is equally important. So the support's there. What I always say is, anything like this, we don't know who we're sitting next to.
Yeah.
Your life can change in a heartbeat. And that's what we're there for. So, especially we have like a footfall now of over 100 people every week now on West Derby Road. That's our kids group.
So that's West Derby Road. Where's that addressed? Where is that?
657, 659. Facing the old Coconut Grove. No one will know that. Only me because I'm dead old. Bottom of West Derby Road, just by the roundabouts there. Big hub. Knock on the door. If you're unsure, knock on the door. I'll be there. Mondays to Friday. Our website is there. We've got our kids Positive Change Accredited programme every night. We have our young kids groups, we have our summer groups, our half-term groups, we have our bedroom refurbs, our unity in the community. Everybody can get involved in some way, shape or form. But we're there an hour for others.
And if someone wants to get a bedroom refurb, did that have to fall in Derby? Is there certain criteria?
What we've always said from day one is that we don't do that. Oh, you don't live in our postcode. That's not the score. That's not what we're about. We don't do that. So what it is, it's about positive change. So people at the beginning, initially, when it was based on Kev's idea, we would get the odd phone call that would come through and go, are you the people that do the bedrooms? No. But we'll help you in other ways. And it's a no now. But if you want support and help, because it's about dealing with the nucleus of the issues. It's great to have a great bedroom, don't get me wrong, and it's lovely, and every child should have a safe space.
Yeah, of course.
But if there's other issues going on beyond that bedroom door, we need to tackle that as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, young, old, everyone that comes through our door from 1 to 90. There's something for everyone. But yeah, and the kids are just fabulous, and they're flying in the positive change groups, and that's since we've been visible on West Derby Road. So
Susie, thank you so much.
thank you for having me.
Please come along to MAPFEST and raise money for AFO. I want you to make your closing statement about Whitechapel.
Yeah, similar. We've got lots of information on our website as well. So people can obviously fundraise and donate to us. We also take donations of clothes and food and toiletries and things that we hand out, obviously, to people that are in need. And also people can volunteer with us as well. So we've got quite a big volunteering programme. So if people want to give some of their time, then they can have a look on the website as well about that. So, but yeah, we've got fundraising events. We do a sleep out every September. So where people can have a night where they just have a little experience of what it's like to sleep outside for one night, but in a very safe environment. So, but yeah, as we said, it's brilliant to be involved in this event because it's just about raising awareness, raising funds, and hopefully everybody having a good night as well. Yeah.
Again, you must come along to MAPFEST and pay £7, buy a ticket. The money goes to these free charities. So yeah. Where do people drop off clothes if they have spare clothes?
So we've got 2 charity shops, one in Allerton Road and one in Waterloo on South Road.
That's where I live, Waterloo. Oh, I know it.
Open Door, it's called. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And then we've also got a little warehouse in Blackstock Street, just off Vauxhall Road, so people can drop off there as well. So, and so we make food parcels up every week and things like that down there.
So please, if you've got any spare clothes that you bought and you don't fit into, or you don't wear, drop them down to the Whitechapel. And then finally, just saying finally, and additionally, Zoe's place.
Yeah, exactly the same. So we've got a website. It's probably the best place to ask everybody to go to. We've got our main website, which is zoes-place.org.uk. But if you put -new home, you can go on there and see all of our plans as well for our new home, which is really exciting. Images and how it's going to look, how it's going to feel, what's going to be in there. Exactly why we're asking for so much money from people. So, and the same, we've got abseils and walks and runs and everything like that going on. And I think we're just asking people if they can make a small donation to the appeal. That would be incredible. If they can do some fundraising at home, a tea party at home, at work, a little bit of fundraising at work, a raffle at work, that would be amazing. And there's so many events happening on in the city as well, like free things that people could do, like the Wirral Coastal Walk. Actually, that's in the Wirral, not in the city, but the Wirral Coastal Walk, that's a walk that anybody can do and can jump onto something like that with friends and family and get some sponsorship. And so it's thinking about things like that and kind of really easy ways for people to kind of just go out and walk 20 miles and get some sponsorship or
So anyone watching this that wants to set up leading up to MAPFEST event, a walk, a swim, whatever it is to raise extra money,
a raffle or a cake sale at work. And then you can, for whatever charity you choose to support, doing it at work is great because you can really kind of promote that charity to people at work, and they can go home and tell their friends and family, and then we can get involved and come in and say hello and make a fuss of everybody.
I love it.
Yeah, or a group, a church group, a community group, anything. Yeah, anybody.
And it doesn't have to be 100, even £1 you raise or £5. Every little helps, as the saying goes. So
Absolutely.
If you're a child and you want to raise £1.50 or 80p that goes towards, one of these charities, I'm sure they'd appreciate it and it make you feel good. So can I say thank you?
Yeah, no, thank you.
To AFO or an OW for others, the Whitechapel, and of course Zoe's place. So if you're interested, come along. There's going to be a fashion show. There's going to be some top singers and comedians and dance groups, and of course you'll get to meet these wonderful ladies, I assume, with your buckets, shaking them to get some money. But listen, thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful day and stay tuned for some more on City of Liverpool online radio station. Ciao.
Color.